Here's something I'm sure you can almost all relate to. You have just a completely normal ranked game in any game mode. Both teams are making mistakes, both teams are punishing, it's overall just an evenly matched game. But in the end, you end up coming out on top and getting the win. Overall, it was a good game, very close. But apparently from your opponent's perspective, it was very different. No, actually, he is way better than you, even though it was a close game and you ended up winning. So let me ask you this. What rank do you think this guy is? Go on, take a guess. You know what? I'll give you some time to think about it. Climbing through the ranks of Rocket League is truly an interesting experience, I must say. It's not like any other games because everyone starts off just sucking at the game. So most players at the top ranks did in fact start out looking like this at some point. So I think it's safe to say that most top players have all had their experiences competing at each rank. So the question is, which rank is the best rank? Which rank is the most fun to be at while also being well respected by the community? To answer that, I decided to make a tier list of what the best ranks in Rocket League actually are. And by the way, if you disagree with anything on this list, your opinion is wrong. Starting off in no particular order, we've got Silver. I'm a little embarrassed to say it, but Silver was actually the first rank I got stuck in while playing Rocket League. But then again, it was way back in OG Season 4, and the rank distribution looked a little bit different, so that's my excuse, okay? It's not fair! Anyway, when I was at this rank, I kind of thought I was a god. Yeah, I know, it makes no sense. I'm pretty sure it had something to do with the Dunning-Kruger effect. If you don't know what that is, you can do a little YouTube search on it to find out that one of the first results is, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Basically, the idea is that when you first start learning something, your ego skyrockets tremendously. But as you continue to learn about it, you gradually realize that you're not nearly as good as you thought you were. This is because as you improve, you realize that the field you're learning about is way larger than you initially thought, until your ego is at an all-time low, but then you actually start to get good, and then your ego finds its way back up. But this time, you actually have something to back it up. For me, this point right here was Silver. Now, judging by the comments that you guys leave, I'm sure some of your graphs will look like this, which is quite frankly very unhealthy, but that's beside the point. The point is, I thought I was a god at this rank, so I felt really good about myself, but it was also very frustrating because despite being a god, I couldn't win more games than I lost. It's weird, right? And for that reason, this one's going in C tier.
It's not bad.
Diamond is normally the point where you have an understanding of the rules of rotation, but you still fail to follow them consistently. I think that's why for most people, their egos tend to be at their lowest here. But for me, I actually didn't spend too much time climbing through Diamond. Of course, you know me, the king of backpost, so when I learned backpost rotations, it helped me breeze right by it pretty quickly. So considering I went by it quickly, I guess this is a pretty good rank. I guess the ranks you're not in for long tend to be the better ones since they're less stressful to try and rank up through. So for you Diamond players, enjoy it while you're there, because it doesn't get much better. Also, most of the Diamond players I tend to interact with end up being pretty chill. They usually take the game seriously, but don't always throw a fit when things go wrong. Emphasis on don't always. And for that reason, I'll put this one at A tier. It's pretty good.
That's a good one, yeah. I like that.
Okay, I don't know what it is with you gold players. I never did this personally when I was gold, but like 10 plus times a stream, someone comes in my chat asking something like, oh, I can hit a flip reset and I'm in gold. Is that good? Like, bro, what are you talking about? You can do this and you're in gold? For one, I have never seen an actual good, clean flip reset from a gold player ever, not even in training. So I'm already not gonna believe you. But on top of that, even if you actually can flip reset, I don't even know why you're telling me because you should be embarrassed. If you have good enough mechanics to pull something off that many grand champions can't even do you know what that's saying about your intelligence? There's two main categories of skill, mechanics and decision making. So if your mechanics are super good, but you're still in gold, that says a lot about your game sense. If you really can flip reset consistently, the only way you'd still be in gold is if you're constantly flopping around the field while bumping your teammates and own goaling from bad positioning because you don't know any better. So the next time someone comes in my chat saying, oh, I'm gold and I can flip reset, I swear to... This one's F tier. I'm sorry. Originally, less than a year ago, Grand Champion was the highest rank, and it was a rank that really wasn't that hard to get to compared to SSL right now. Because of that, there were a lot of people who were able to reach it, myself included. The weird part about it, though, was that at the time, back before free-to-play, I was the same rank as any pro player in the RLCS. Isn't that a little weird? The pros are countless steps above me. I would never be able to compete there with my current skill set. Yet still, we were both represented by the same rank. So because of that, the true meaning of what Grand Champion actually meant had been pretty vague. At the time, if someone asked me my rank, I could say, yeah, I'm a Grand Champion. And still, whoever I was talking to would have no idea if that meant I was a pro player or just one of the tens of thousands of people with 1,500 plus hours in the game. So originally I would have put this rank at D tier since it doesn't really have much meaning behind it, which destroys the purpose. But now that's no longer the case because we have SSL now. And everything else about the rank seems pretty much the same as it has been, so I'm gonna put this one in B tier because honestly, it's pretty good. I have enjoyed my time in this rank for the most part. Honestly, I don't even know what bronze means anymore. Back when I was bronze, it was actually a pretty common rank, but at this point, bronzes are just as rare as champions. It used to be that when you first started playing Rocket League, you started in bronze, and that's how it was for almost everyone. But now the ranking system is basically giving you a consolation prize with automatically placing those new players in silver or above. So if you're actually bad enough to still be the lowest rank, it's just that much more of a slap in the face. You couldn't even claim the consolation prize. So if there's any bronzes out there, honestly, I don't even know if you exist. I don't think I've ever interacted with a real bronze since free to play, but if you are bronze, I'm sorry. You're literally a poo-colored rank, but they disguise it as something that's not that embarrassing. You're going in D tier. Sorry. This is the most toxic rank in Rocket League. What's up with you champ players, huh? Take a chill pill. Every so often on stream in threes, I'll dip down below Grand Champion into Champion 3. And every time I do, it ends up being a horrible experience. Sure, I already am a little tilted because I just deranked, but at the same time, I notice an immediate difference in quick chat spam, early forfeits, and people typing in team chat. I talked about this in a video a while ago where I asked how many chat bans you guys had and then calculated where those bans were accumulated, and it turned out that Champion had the most by far. And from my experience, that definitely holds true. There are so many salty players there, it's actually wild. If you're a diamond or plat player and you think it's toxic where you're at, just you wait. It has only begun. I know not everyone gets toxic when they're in Champion, but the ones that do just ruin the experience. And for that reason, this one's going in D tier. I haven't even been this rank yet, so I honestly can't even make an accurate judgment, but I assume it's pretty much the same as Grand Champion, except of course it's a higher level of play, and if you are SSL, you can confidently say you're the highest rank of the game without completely losing its meaning. So I'll put this one tier above Grand Champion at A tier. And that only leaves one rank left. What rank do you think this guy is? Go on, take a guess. I'll give you some time to think about it. Okay, what the f? And there you have it. There's my list. It's all done. Be sure to like and comment and subscribe and shoop-ba-doop-doop-doop-doop-doo, and thanks for watching. But Wayton, you didn't put anything in S tier. Yeah, because they all suck.